2020 onwards, we all have started working online, most of us, right? And if you really look at the total population of working, it's many youth, you know, prefer to work, but then there are various challenges apart from technological challenges, right? Because work life, professional life needs that balance, right? So we are here basically to share that how we are going to help the parents community to come up with certain very very simple techniques as well as the tips, where if they use it, they can really enjoy this work from home, because it is a privilege also. It saves a lot of time. You are everything is in front of your eyes, because especially your children. So there are great advantages also of this. So let us understand how we can get it, how we can make it better. Okay, so Surbhi ma'am, I have few tips to share. Okay, and later on we will be asking Master Parth also, right? Parth Kaushik, to share his learning experience, because he is a student of Brighter Mind, and then how Brighter Mind has got revolutionary changes in his personality. So we will be giving him also time. And the last part, ma'am, we will be having a kind of a Q&A for the entire community open. Correct? Yeah. So Surbhi ma'am, I'm going to begin with everyone. I'm sure the parents, if they have any questions when we are discussing, they can write it in the chat box, so that we can answer the questions towards the end.
You can also unmute yourself, put your video on if you want to ask anything, but let us keep question answer at the end, so that Rama ma'am, whatever flow you have in your mind, I want, I actually personally, I also want to get benefited with that. It will help me,
Yeah, definitely. So ma'am, Surbhi ma'am, basically, see, today's, I want to focus on the key takeaways, because that's very, very important for the parents, because when we send the message or when we educate the parents that this webinar is going to help them to take certain takeaways are there. So how to engage the children when the parents work from home, that is our first takeaway. Second is how to ensure that the children follow routine, and then the third one is how to create interest in the children for meaningful activities and have limited screen time. So this is very I mean to say, every parent feels that these are the certain things which they should know about it, and key to success, right? This is a key to success basically. So I'm just going to share certain things with you all, and which will be really helpful to you as a parents community also. So let us understand that. Give me 1 second, Surbhi ma'am. I'm just sharing the screen, trying to share the screen with everybody. I'm sure it is visible to everybody. Yeah?
Yes, it is.
So basically, you can read on the left side, I've written an essential agreement. So here almost more than 75 families, or I must say more than 75 members, plus on the LinkedIn few members have joined us, as well as on through other social media also they are there. And this is an essential agreement which we all need to do it, because as an adult, okay, work from home we have opted for, but then to make that work from home successful, certain essential agreements have to be there. And these essential agreements, it is between you and yourself, because self-discipline is a self-love. That is what we are spreading, right from our many of our webinars, correct? So essential agreement is something which is very, very important to be done. It's kind of, commitment to yourself. Or, you can say that it is kind of an agreement where entire family comes together and decides also. So having a set routine or a schedule for each and every member of a family is very, very important. It's not only having a routine for yourself, but having a routine for every member. In that, even your pet also is included, right? Because you take the pet for a walk, you take the pet for, to a doctor also, to the, so it is very important that you need to have a everybody needs to have a schedule or a routine, all the family members. So it is up to us that how you do that routine. But then routine not only for the working days, but it has to be there for the weekends, because I have come across many families who have worked from home. I have met thousands of parents who work from home, and I keep wondering, when I keep discussing with them, I come to know that there are gaps, and to cement these gaps, these pointers have come up. Okay, so there should be a week working days routine as well as the routine for the weekend also. Secondly, thirdly, it is like, this routine, when you do it, like if you really look at it as a normal human, everybody has a routine, everybody follows a schedule. But then when you make a serious attempt, okay, to pen down your routine, that becomes much more authentic, much more, I must say that, relevant for everybody. And that routine has to be visible in front of you. So you can find it out a prominent place where you can set a place that routine. Why we have to do it? Because children are great observers, and especially right from, age 2 onwards, till age maybe, till 14 or till 12, they are more observant. Later on, then, they get absorbed in themselves, and then, that observation skill gets reduced. But if you put it, naturally the children start understanding the value of time. And if it is at a prominent place, they also know that mom is going to do this at this time. And you have to be flexible. I'm not saying that a hard, fast rule that it has to be strictly followed, but let us begin that. It makes, and I must say that it will bring a lot of difference in your family culture as well as the environment at home. Thirdly, many a times I've observed, like especially when I look at the tiffins which the children get, especially the work from home parents, they do a lot of compromises. Sorry to say that, where the schools don't provide the food, the parents do a lot of compromises, giving only one fruit to the child or giving some dry snacks to the children, etc., etc. So deciding a weekly menu for the entire family is very, very important, and that also has to be visible, that you can put it up on your refrigerator. And nowadays you get such a lovely templates also for making it. Now this menu has to be, and one more very interesting thing, I had given this suggestion in my parent teacher meetings also, I meant to say parent PTMs, and many parents have sought the help from the children when they wanted to design the menu for the week. Okay, Surabhi ma'am. So it had really interesting, effect that the children were contributing and writing on the menu card, deciding that what vegetable should be prepared, what they need in the tiffin box, etc., etc. And then the family can have a kind of a concrete decision about it. So this time has to be given, especially on the weekend, where you can spend half an hour if your template is ready, and together as a family decides that what is going to be the menu for next week. Try it out. It will really bring a great smile on every member of the family. And let me show you, like, when you put it up your daily routine, you can use various different templates for every month. Nowadays Canva is giving the routine, different templates. There are various ways you can make it more interesting. And right from your wake up call till the time you go to bed, make it, let the children understand how organized my parents are, okay, and how do we follow this. So this is just a one sample. We can give you thousands of samples where you can make it more and more rich, your daily routine. It should begin with either a morning walk, jog, or a meditation, and it should end evening time, before going to the bed, some kind of a prayer, some kind of a reading, some kind of a cleaning of your mind. Such kind of an exercise is definitely is going to make a difference, because you are creating a next generation. You are creating a citizen of tomorrow. So this is very, very important. This is again a rough menu template. While designing, I really strongly recommend take a help of your children. Even 3 years old can tell you, I want idli in the tiffin, I want some paratha puri in the tiffin. So let it take the child's opinion. Child will be very happy that the parents are asking him something and they are noting it down. So this can be breakfast, tiffin, evening fruit, or maybe a some kind of a lunch menu. It can be only the working lunch menu or the proper sumptuous dinner menu also. Okay. Now I'm moving ahead because this is something. So do you all agree, Surbhi ma'am? Before we go ahead,
I think we can take in chat box if you agree, and if you need some template. If you need some template, you can write TEM. Then we will be sending you template. I can also share WhatsApp. So basically, I need to tell you this. We have created a WhatsApp group to have like-minded people together, and this is a community of parents where we keep posting few things. So if you need template, you can write TEM and then we can send it. So Rama ma'am, I think we need to send some interesting templates.
Correct.
So that people can
yes, that should not be the problem. But the parents need to do this. So what was my slides communicating? An essential agreement. So do you all agree, and do you really wish to do this essential agreement? If yes, then at least 5 members write yes in the chat box.
By the time they are writing, everyone is writing, I have one thing to share with you, ma'am. Yeah. There was one family who always used to tell the child that, okay, this is the routine we have to follow. They were telling. And but child was not following. Every time they felt that child needs to be reminded again and again. Then they were discussing with me, because child was with me in right mind. So they were discussing. I said, let's do one thing. You note it down. Make nice pictures to show child this is the wake up time. So create some cartoon. And then this is the reading time. So create some nice cartoon. Sit with the child. Take chart paper. Create that. And because in children's mind, they are always in imagination. But when they see something concrete on written paper or chart paper, they become very, very, visible. I mean, they can understand, they can visualize that, okay, this is my thing. And then slowly they start adopting. So it worked, ma'am. With that family, it worked. So that's why I wanted to share that the moment you said pen down. Yes. Pen down the routine and show it at the visible.
It has to be visible, ma'am. It's great that you also have experienced it when you were handling the children. In our boarding life also, I had seen the routine is to make a great impact. The children is to look forward what is going to be the next activity. So it has to be visible. And this is the way we sow the seed of planning in advance. Okay. It cannot be done just, in one fine day. You need to do that, and it has to be inculcated in the children. So this is the way. And thank you for writing yes. So, you all are adult. We cannot do that kind of a pressurization on you to say that essential agreement has to be followed. But if it is followed, everybody is going to get it benefited. Okay.
And Rama ma'am, I am sharing this WhatsApp group link so that if people want to join, they can join this link. And we will post these templates, some interesting templates over there.
Absolutely correct, ma'am. And you won't believe, ma'am, nowadays in the market, you have so many things, small refrigerator magnet kind of a templates, you get it. You get a pen, you can erase it, and the children love to work with that, children love to write it when, especially for grade 3, 4, you take them for designing. Class 1 can, contribute for designing the menu. Even little ones, 3 years old, also will be able to contribute if you want to design a family menu. The child will keep on telling you that ideas will come from them. So you experience it and let us know that what happens. Okay. We are moving ahead, and I want to, ma'am, give a further, I want to cover the further topic, which is very important. And for that, the people have gathered over here, that how to engage the children when parents work from home. Now, I have not jotted entire history, geography over here. So when we are speaking, I'll be giving many more tips. So constructive engagement for the children. Okay, when I address, I say students. So it is always a children, whoever is below 3 to 5 years or a 3 to 5 years age old, naturally the pre-reading and writing skills are developed, right? So as a routine, whether the parents are working, both the parents are working, if you have kept a babysitter or you have kept any Aya Didi for the child, or you have some, extended help, it is a moral responsibility of a parent to plan at least 5 to 6 activities, minimum duration of 30 minutes for their children. And we can give a lot of tips for that, because I really want that this age group where the brain development is taking place, so that time should not be full of screen time or just rolling or just spending the time somehow. It has to be at least 5 to 6 activities the child gets to done, because all schools work only for 4 hours when the child is into this age group. So at home, what you do matters a lot. And that actually creates the foundation for further learning journey. So first and the most important thing for this age group is the plasticine or, Play-Doh, which is available in the market. And if it is not, you can simply use your atta dough also to give it to the child. Let the child make certain things. Now, when the child is making certain things, it is basically using his thinking power, right? When I am making something by my hands, my imagination, my creativity, my thoughts come into that. And that opportunity, when you give it to the child, give that opportunity later on to talk to the child. Now, suppose if the mother or the father is working online, if you give it, tell the child, make 10 things, okay? And after 30 minutes, we will have a talk about it. You can tell me what you have made, right? If you are working and you have some support or the grandparents are there, they can conduct this activity very, very easily. For this, no preparation is required. Only you need is the dough. But what is very important, that you tell the child, you make the things, and later on we are going to have a dialogue. You're going to tell me what you have made it. So this is something which is very, very easy thing. Another thing is that, developing the interest for coloring, drawing, painting, which is very, very important. And for that, you also need to be a role model. Nowadays, if you really look at it on Amazon or anywhere, you get this kind of coloring books for adults also. So some of the parents say, no, he doesn't like coloring. But then for that, the parent has to be a role model. If you take a book and start coloring, I'm 101% sure, because this is the age group where the children are imitating you. Thank you for giving Niyati ma'am a heart over there, because we know that this can really resonate very well. So you need to bring those kind of examples in front of the children. Like, you have this as your book, this is my book. Because children are observing you, they also want to have a laptop, they also want to work, they want to play office also. We have seen such kind of a children who want to play such things. So giving a lot of, because this develops a concentration span, the child sits in one place, and the colors bring a lot of changes in their brain also. So let us do that. So it's very, very important. Second thing is that, giving some certain activities. These are all actually basically for, hand and eye-hand coordination, muscle development and all that. Simple napkin folds, which the children really enjoy, because, napkin is something which they love it. They know how to get it folded. In the schools also they teach this, but there are such a beautiful websites, the YouTube channels as well as the websites where you can make the child learn. So for that, you need to know, and whoever is there working with the child can really make sure that they know, and they give that opportunity to the children to play with the napkin or anything. Then parents have a lot of toys. Nowadays, I see that, it is earlier the toys had a limitation, but now if you really look at it in the market, a lot of toys are available for the children at a various age group, and they define also, they give you little descriptions about it, like what kind of a skills this toys are going to develop. So what you have to do is that if the child has a complete big cupboard full of toys, at least for a day 5 toys you remove it, a puzzle for the day, a slate for a day, or a picture reading books. So this job, mother, father, or anybody who is an adult at home has to plan specifically for the age group 3 to 5, because that age group is not going to by themselves going to, child may say that I want to play with this toy. The children love to play with the car, so you can keep those handy. But then the certain old stuff also you can bring it back and create that kind of an interest for the child. So 5 to 6 activities needs to be brought for this little ones, and that has to be again, the planning has to be done for that. So simple, like giving the dropper to the child and asking him to take the water in the dropper and transfer it to the another bowl. Children really enjoy that activity a lot. Simple threading the beads is there, or maybe sometimes segregating or sorting the chana or dal, kind of a stuff. If you give it to the children, they really enjoy doing it. Small house chores you can give it to them. Sorting of the vegetables can be given it to them, so they love to do this. We have few activities for the class age group 6 onwards, 6 onwards till age 12, where the children are going in first standard onwards, right? First standard, second standard. Here basically homework to be completed within stipulated time, because many a times when the parents are working from home, they the children tell in the school, like my mom had a lot of work and I have not done the homework because she was not ready to sit with me. So naturally till class 2, you need to have in your routine time some time for a child to complete homework, where you need to accompany the child. And the homework, generally the schools don't give beyond 30 minutes or 40 minutes, 45 minutes homework. So plan accordingly, stipulated time, the child develops that habit. Reading habit, we have spoken so many times about it, giving a suitable books or reading stories out to the child. So whoever is around the child needs to do that. Drawing and coloring, making doodles, then art and craft work, Lego, puzzles, Sudoku, word skill development, books are there. So developing that kind of an interest. And if you start one Sudoku, if you solve with the child will develop the interest. So you cannot just say you do it, you have to do it with the child. So that will bring a lot of difference. This is one very important passion project which many schools are running. If the schools are not running, then at home you can identify certain passions, like simple gardening or collecting certain stuff. If you Google it also, you'll get a list of passion projects. So you have to really identify what passion your child has it, or as a family you have it, and then make it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, different exposures can be given it to the children. I had a wonderful experience, Ruby ma'am, when we did this, like giving an opportunity for the children when the paper bags were taught in the school, and the mother and the father both were working from home, and they gave the newspaper old magazines to the child, and they said that we will be giving it to the vegetable vendor and the fruit vendor, so you can make it. And you won't believe that child made so many paper bags, and every weekend when they used to go, the child is to give it to that vendors, and that smile on the face of a child as well as those vendors was of $1 million, I must say that. So such kind of an inculcating habits is very, very essential. Craft work, calligraphy learning, like calligraphy we can start it from 9th standard, after age 8. So so that the children keep engaged rather than watching any television or playing any video games. So to give these kind of opportunities really is going to help the children. Music listening, learning any instrument, spending time, and nowadays children by themselves are listening and learning, so we can give them kind of an opportunity. Dance time, physical play time, board games, as well as this Rubik cubes, okay, you must be knowing, Surbi ma'am, how important this Rubik cubes are. And if you introduce it to the children, you will be able to see that how beautifully it keeps them engaged and what kind of an brain development takes place. You can Google it, you can read it. A lot of information is available about the Rubik cubes. So please introduce this very, very important tool to the children at a right age. And this is my favorite, Jenga blocks, which is again a family game. But you can introduce this game at a very early age also, and there are plenty of advantages of this game. So it's up to the parents how they can, ma'am, develop that kind of an connection, and they need to be a true connector. So you need to model it first, and then the children will be able to do it. Parents need to be very, very organized when they plan the activities. Whoever is there around, whose help you are seeking, train them also. They will also get benefited how to keep the mind engaged and the brain of the child engaged. So this is something which small quick tips I wanted to share it with the parents. There will be a long list if you make it and share it with the parents, ma'am, which we'll be doing it later on. And now I want to give a time to Parth Kaushik, because he's joining us from Canada, and he has done Brighter Minds. So Surbi ma'am, over to you to talk about Parth, and then asking him to explain it to us.
So, Rama ma'am, what I would like Parth to share first, because he can share his Brighter Minds journey or whatever he feels about the things that we are talking about. And Parth is what I felt with Parth. Parth is, being intelligent is one thing that he is, of course, but he is very kind-hearted person, very loving, very caring. So that is one thing which I really admire in him. Thank you, Parth, for joining, taking out time. You can unmute yourself and then talk about whatever you want to say.
Yeah, so I don't really have a script or anything. This is just, I'm talking about Brighter Minds. But Brighter Minds, I feel like it's helped me in a specific school environment. It's helped me retain information in a much better and more efficient way. So for example, if we're taking notes in class, I only have to write them down once and I just remember them. I don't need to review them several times every day. I feel like it's helped unlock this part of my brain that was there before, but I never really worked with. Instead, I kind of worked against it, and I had a couple bad habits that weren't really supporting me. But then I started meditating and the mindfulness, the relaxation, the music. I started helping others with those techniques, and then I found something in me that I could share with others. And I feel like now that I was helping others, God was helping me, so it was helping me steer away from those that didn't really want what's good for me. And I was kind of able to see through people, that type of thing. So I would know what their true intentions or what they really wanted from me was. And Brighter Minds, it's helped me those fine motor skills, those hand exercises, the eye exercises. It's helped, I actually box, so it's helped me work on those tiny little details, and my attention to detail whenever I'm working on myself is very, very accurate now. Yeah.
Thank you, Parth. Thank you so much. So because topic is engage and inspire, and in Brighter Minds, we believe that when children are inspired, when we create interest in something, even in studies, if interest is created, then we don't need to push children for doing something. So two things are important: creating interest and then developing their observation skills. Then children are ready to fly, because neuroplasticity, that is brain's ability to reorganize itself, brain's ability to learn things, is maximum in children, teens, and also in youth. So when we engage in a very constructive way, when we engage them, like Rama ma'am, you shared a couple of things, and then we inspire them, create interest for those things. I like the idea that every week plan it and then keep changing, because our brain, children's brain loves novelty. Even our brain loves novelty. something new every day, and then it is repeated after 15 days, maybe in different form. That will create an interest in their minds and hearts. And children are actually explorers. The sense of the when you see wonder in their eyes, wow, what's that, let's learn. So the moment we inspire that creativity in them, the exploring idea in their minds. So I'm thankful to you, Rama ma'am, that all these ideas that we try, this is good idea that when we plan it, show it in a place, and then we keep changing, include all these activities which will help developing different parts of the brain, and then keep changing. So that's the good idea. So if you also agree, if everyone agrees that plan well, show it in a visible place,
Correct.
and then keep changing, keep revising. You can see what your child is interested in, then include more activities of different things, and it will help your child. If you agree, you can write down plan and revise.
Yeah. And this is going to give a great effect, when we are developing the children, because you are developing a personality, right? So as Parth said, how Brighter Mind has helped him, while simple taking the notes and all that. So Brighter Mind has those techniques which regulates the mind, the brain, right? And the child starts focusing, right? But it starts from age 5 onwards. The Brighter Mind program starts from age 5 onwards, correct? And we need to concretely take the steps right from the childhood. So I know that very well. Nowadays, the parents have become very smart. They have become very, very cautious. They plan many things, okay? But then, to be very organized is something very, very essential. It is a backbone of the family, right? It is a backbone of the family. If you all do that, it will give a wonderful effect, as well as long-lasting, learning techniques to the children. Yes, many parents are agreeing with us, and thank you for expressing it in the chat box. So it begins with you, okay? And only having education doesn't bring all these things. Why we are conducting this consistently, this kind of a webinars, the reason is that we really want to give an awakening call, isn't it, Surbhi ma'am? And we want to make a difference. That is what the aim is. When 100 people are listening to this, at least if 50 people do it, we will be very satisfied, as well as they will get benefited in a very long term.
Yeah.
And Surbhi ma'am, one more very important point I want to add it over here. Children are totally dependent on the parents, correct? Initial days, they are totally dependent, because we are also parents, and we have gone through. I was always a working mother, but at the same time, we used to set the priorities. Okay, we used to set the priorities, how much time we have to give it to ourselves, how much time the child needs it, how much time for socialization is required. So that's why I'm saying weekend planning is also important. And in that weekend planning, you kindly ensure to spend little afternoon time designing the menu of the week. And you see the enjoyment in the family. You can take the opinion for the rest of the members of the family, also, and see the change in the environment of the family. The culture will change at home. Everybody needs to contribute, okay? And so we will be happy if we get the feedback of this kind of an experiment, which we are asking the families to do it, right? I know.
Let's do that, and then they can put it in the WhatsApp group that we have created. Whatever you do, like one family shared with me, ma'am, one mother shared with me that she has started planning, because we were discussing last week. So she has started planning, not only planning. So she said, once I planned, I understood that, I need to cut all these vegetables. So what she says, on weekend, I took 1 hour and cut all the vegetables, put it in small block boxes and put it in the refrigerator. And she said that it saved me a lot of time.
Yeah.
In my working hours.
Absolutely correct. Even, ma'am, organizing the children their own toy cupboard, their own wardrobe, these small things also on the weekend, if the parents write it, then later on you don't have to keep on shouting at the children that your cupboard is not organized, this is not the way to keep it and all that. So a lot of things we can save for future also. So it's very, very important. And now, Surbhi ma'am, I think so the parents have started writing questions also, some of them have started expressing. So let us give them an opportunity also to interact, to ask us the questions where we can really help them.
Yeah. So you can ask questions, you can unmute yourself, or you can write in the chat box if you have any question for Parth or Rama ma'am, or even I am there. So you can write down your questions and then we can take it up. One more thing I observe, man, by the time we are getting questions, one more thing I observe that, if we keep thinking that, oh my God, I have to clear my cupboard, I have to clean my cupboard, we become very overwhelmed. Okay, let it be. We procrastinate because it seems very big. But divide it in a smaller part. Okay, this week only this section will be done. So once we divide the big project in smaller tasks, and then next week, next planning, then next week, so it becomes easier for us to implement as well.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So we have first question. Yes, Rama ma'am. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, before we go for a question, I wanted to tell you, I had seen the families where the parents do share with their children what they are doing online, okay, and what work they are doing, and that really when you talk to your child, the child starts understanding and valuing it also. So sometimes the parents feel that the child is too young to communicate, or but when you tell them, they start getting that understanding. So it's very, very important that conversation, that communication in the family is very, very important to be done. So that is something which parents need to do it. Okay. Yeah, let's take the questions because it will take time.
Let's take the questions, ma'am, and I will also share this WhatsApp group link once again, so that if suppose someone's question is not because of crunch of time and all, if it's not met, then they can of course post it in the WhatsApp group as well. So I'm sharing this WhatsApp group link. I'm also sharing this YouTube link because this webinar will be available after this program. This webinar will be present in the YouTube and it will be released on Monday. Coming Monday, you can access the same webinar and share with your family members, your friends. This initiative that we have started, we seek your help as well in this initiative to spread the word. So we request you to please follow our LinkedIn as well. And I am putting this in the chat box. You can just follow and share our things so that people are more willing and they take steps, because this is for parents, community, and if all of us work together, I am sure we will be able to do many things for our children and things can be changed. We all are tied up with work, we all are engaged, but how to support each other in this time. So let's start taking our questions also, ma'am. So first question that we have got is from Prakash Kumar Chaudhary ji. Hello sir, thank you for your question. How to keep children away from mobile, TV and screen sharing?
Yeah, I definitely would like to answer this, ma'am. So Mr. Prakash Kumar, basically, how old is your child? How old is your child?
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, very much, sir. Very much. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 5 years old.
5 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
So still you have a time. Yeah. So say.
Today, what the main problem is, today they are away from all sports activities and they are completely engrossed in TV, mobiles, and everywhere I'm finding the neck bent wherever you go.
Yeah.
That is a major drawback in this generation. So what can be planned or what can be done so that they remain active in physical activity also and be away from screen sharing?
Yeah, so basically it's very important, good that your child is only 5 years old. So you have still time in your hand to, eliminate or erase or reduce this mobile screen time or TV time. First is that the family discipline, okay? So all your family members need to, as I said, planning together is very, very important. Mobiles, we all are using mobiles, but then, we have to make a discipline that what time you have to be away from mobile. That is number one thing. Second is that not to give the children for playing any game on the mobile phone. This is one big mistake which parents keep doing it. If you're giving it, limit the screen time, limit that time only for half an hour, only for 10 minutes, because it's really very harmful for the eyes of the children, as well as it is not a good activity for them, continuous engagement with that. So for that, you need to divert your child's attention. Now, if he is 5 years old, make him interested in certain solving puzzles. You have to engage him in coloring. So you will have to do it with him. Little bit time investment from your end or your better half's end will be required, and involve him into the loud reading, where you can read stories to him, or then help him to read. I'm sure he is going to the school also, so there also he's pretty engaged. So making sure that he does his homework well, he communicates to his teachers, he communicates to his friends. So that way you will have to start doing it. And some or the other way you have to tell like how important our eyes are, and use of this mobile phones or the TV or the screen all the time, what can happen. So in the story form, if you tell the child like eyes are something which is very very important, you can take the child to the blind school, show him, okay, which let it get little sensitized, and then you can really help the child to overcome this habit of watching continuously mobile phone or the watching TV. So Mr. Prakash Kumar, you can do these things. I hope I answered your question. Yeah
ma'am, yeah, perfectly have answered me. I have one more question. Can I ask you orally or put in the chat box?
You can ask here, sir.
Okay. Now, second thing regarding diet. In today's generation, all packed foodstuffs are coming. Lays, kurkure, all these things, really, right? So they are away from chapati, sabji, and all these things, really. And they are used to all bread items and everything. So I think definitely parents have to take an initiative in all these things. But can you guide more about how diet control, or how parents can take care of the diet, how to give, so that they come to know about Indian food rather than all the Western food we are having, that pizza, that burger, all these are rubbish food which I've come across because of it is made of maida. So what can you tell to the parents of how can we take care of them?
Yeah, we had taken, sir, taken exclusive webinar by one of our dietitian. You will be, if you go to the YouTube channel of Childfulness, you will be able to see that. Kindly invest your time in watching that complete webinar. You will able to understand that how to help. But here quickly, I would like to tell you that when the children develop that kind of a habits, we are solely responsible for it. And I'll be very, very, serious about it, because we are the ones who are showing, we are the torch bearers, right? We are the torch bearers. So children are walking on our path. So we need to be really very conscious. Certain items you should not eat in front of the children. If you are liking pizza, and if you want to eat it, you go and have it, but don't bring it to the child. So we have to have a control. That is something which is very, very important. And circle of influence plays a very, very important role. So, I always believe in that, Stephen Covey's habits, where we talk about circle of influence. So certain things are very, very essential. Those influences are there on us. So we are the ones who get, bring that, and self-control is something is which very, very important and essential. So Mr. Prakash Kumar, if anybody in the family is addicted to such kind of an items, they have to understand the disadvantages of it. And for the little one, for our future generation, we have to say bye-bye, big no to such items. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sneha ji is writing, want to know more about Brighter Minds program. Yes, Sneha ji, I will send you the details. How is it tailored? Yes. So this is mind training, cognitive training, how to help children, to think in a better way, become better version of themselves. The program is dedicated to that. We are working across 160 countries. Online programs are available, and even in-person programs are available at some places. I will connect with you for more details. Yes, so teens and younger ones program can be done. So based on the concerns, also based on what you want to do, we can help you with all this. So please, we will share the details and I'll connect with you one-on-one. Charu ji is saying useful practical tips. Thank you, Charu ma'am. Thank you so much. Sneha ji is writing, want to know more about, okay, this is done. Thank you, Sneha ji. Aarti ji is writing, yes, planning and organizing things are essential. Thank you, Aarti ji. Let's all of us do it and then put it in the WhatsApp group. I have already shared 3 things with you, 3 links. One WhatsApp group for parents you can join and give us feedback there. Try it for 1 week, 2 weeks, and let's interact over there, and then see how it goes. And I have also shared with you YouTube link, so this webinar will be available on YouTube. Not only this, every week we come up with reels, shorts on different topics. This food is very important part, so we have created separate videos on that. You can go through how to ensure sleep, how to ensure exercises. All those videos are also there. You can watch, take your time out. And you can just browse the thing, and also LinkedIn I have shared, which you can follow, and share it with more people, more family and friends, so that they also get benefited. Anuji is writing, thank you for valuable tips and information. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Pratik is writing, same question for 12-year-old. I think the earlier question that was discussed. Thank you. It's done. Poonam ji is saying useful. Thank you. Simran ji is writing, how to handle stubborn children. Very important. Because today only I have recorded a reel how we can use this ziddi behavior as key of success. So, Rama ma'am, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much. Now, one very important thing, Simran ji, when you were saying that stubborn children, but when we label that child stubborn, okay, to make that child stubborn, who is responsible? Tell me, Simran ji. You have to be very honest. You have to be very honest. It is we who make the child stubborn, correct? Yeah. Continuously saying no to the child or shouting at the child, okay, then making the child all the time humiliated also, because I had seen certain parents, they have a lot of anger in them, and that's why I always recommend the parents that peacefulness within them. Heartfulness is a free meditation techniques which they give it to you. Please follow it, because it's a human mind. Okay, nobody is born Buddha, correct? Nobody is born. Everybody has anger, everybody has agitation and all, but then you need to learn to control it. So for that you need this kind of a help techniques which are available, and it's just an investment of 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes you do that meditation, it will help. So my answer to you is that if your child has become stubborn, first go back, revisit what kind of things you have done to make that child stubborn. I mean to say, the children, some of them do not listen because you all the time shout at the child. Your voice is on the top of that the child's voice, and then the child starts retaliating. Okay, the child starts saying big no, and then it is very difficult to convince the child. So we have to revisit, and love and care, okay, soft tone can definitely change the child's mind. It's very, very important. See, the children are born with a lot of emotions. Their EQ is on a very higher scale. So taking that emotional quotient care is very important. So you have to bring changes in your behavior. That is something which is very important first. So for that, analyzation has to be there. Again, here the family has to be together, because one person is very calm and other person keeps yelling at the child, then it doesn't bring that kind of a change. So everybody has to understand. And stubborn children, let's not label them. Let's work on that child. Let's regulate that child's mind, make him engage in certain things where he likes. You will be able to do that, Simran ji. Okay, yeah.
So Rama ma'am, because normally this ziddi behavior, stubborn behavior is associated with teenage. So I would like to ask Parth, what do you think about it? Why do we become stubborn with parents in your age? And what one suggestion do you have for parents?
My one suggestion for parents would just be to get to know your child better, because I feel like 99% of the time, this entire stubbornness is due to a communication gap between the child and the parent. Because in this age, a lot of stuff that's happening, the child might not feel comfortable sharing. So even if it takes like several times just to talk to the child, like, is everything okay? How is it going? Or just, just trying to maintain that parent relation, but also trying to be like a friend to them at times when they need it, and just be able to talk to them openly. And then I feel like stubbornness almost automatically goes away from that.
Yeah, and
Very
best
good.
communication is listening. When we listen to the children, okay, you tell me what you want to say. Let them complete their things. You just listen and then try to understand and then support with love, communicate with love. I think most of the problems will be solved.
What Parth said is absolutely correct. The communication gap, the generation gap. Our children are not even half age of ours, right? Right. So we have to come down to that level. And nowadays, God is creating the children who are born with the chip. Okay, so they're extra smart. Or maybe the God is creating it for for the future generation. You never know what kind of a calamities, what kind of a problems are going to be there. So we are getting such kind of a generation who has the questioning style, who
That's
has
good. That's very good. I actually encourage that.
yeah. So we need to be very, very calm and composed to answer the child's why, right? For that, the parents need to be, as you rightly said, listening is very, very important. So we have to do it. We
Yes.
have to do
And
it.
Rama ma'am, for adults, for parents, this wonderful heartfulness techniques are available, and most of the 95% heartfulness techniques are free. We don't charge anything. Free for life. Please join. You can give it a try. Please
Yeah.
join few sessions and then see how it goes with you. It will really help you. From inside. Okay, thank you so much, Parth. This is very insightful. Charuji is writing to us, Rama ma'am. We have this rule. This is wonderful. She is sharing, so that's why I'm reading. We have this rule in our house: Saturday, Sunday for pizza or any fast food. Also, screen watching on Sunday morning only. Mother of 11-year and 3-year-old. Wow.
Good. So you already have made essential agreement, ma'am. Great. Can we clap for Charuji? Because this is something which is very, very essential. Such kind of a rules, regulations is very important.
And
Yeah,
we want
Mrs.
you to share these things over our WhatsApp group as well, because in that group we are there to learn from each other. Whatever good you do with your children, with age of the child, if you share, maybe it will help some more people. Manisha ji is saying, thank you Charu ji, thank you for this sharing. Manisha ji is writing, we like to join your more webinar, you are most welcome. Sakshi Agrawal ji is writing, how to increase the attention span of 5-year-old. My son gets bored very quickly from a particular activity like coloring, solving puzzle or reading a book.
Yeah, it's very common, ma'am. The children this age group attention span is going to be less. So good if you are engaging your child in different activities, increase more number of activities. Okay, slowly, gradually, he will develop his concentration span can be developed. Okay, so don't worry about that, because children at this age group, okay, if they are 5 years old, we do not find that great concentration span. But then listening to the stories, reading introduction can definitely develop the attention span.
And you can also try.
Ma'am, can I add one thing? I'm sorry to interrupt. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insight onto the question I asked. I'm sure that such age kids have very, very low attention span, and eventually it will increase. But ma'am, to add, they are 100% great negotiators. I think a better negotiator than me. He negotiates that okay, 5 minutes reading. Okay, in 5 minutes I'll do this. 5 minutes I will eat junk. He negotiates more to do unhealthy things or to do unhealthy habits.
But ma'am, this is really very welcoming. Okay, you should encourage that. But at the same time, sometimes you have to be a firm. Okay, yeah. So you have to. Parenting is an art. Okay, it is an art. So where to bend, when to bend, when to be little, so your eyes, your actions, should speak about it. Okay, Sakshi ji. So I'm sure if the child is negotiating with you, that means your child is using his brain and he has understood. So the children have a remote of your emotions also in their hand. Okay.
Precisely, that happens with me every time I'm trying to make him maybe eat a fruit or maybe write something on in his notebook. Okay, then after this I'll watch it. Okay, then after this I'll eat the biscuit. He always comes back.
Make a routine, ma'am. Make a routine. Now the child 5 years old has understood 1 to 12 numbers, so he knows the clock.
Yeah.
Having a big clock at home, alarm clock, giving them time to do that all helps a lot. The more interesting things you do it, the children will enjoy. The life becomes really very interesting for us also. So it has to be, and these days don't come back again. So the childhood journey doesn't come back again. So let us enjoy every milestone as a parent. Yeah. One
will help.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, and this written thing will help. Second, you can include more activities which improve attention span, concentration of children. Like in Brighter Minds, we include many activities, games, exercises which improve attention span or concentration. So you can include few games and activities in your child's schedule, but written thing will always help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sakshi ji. Shailja ji is asking, my grandson is 4 years old. He shows less interest in drawing and coloring. How to develop his interest?
Yeah. So basically, Shailaja ji, thank you for asking. This is a common thing. Some of the children don't, enjoy. But what you can try, because drawing and coloring has a lot of long-lasting effect. And as I said, lot of books are available for the adults also. Okay. So you get, Mrs. Shailaja ji, a book for you, and you also start coloring with your child. When the child sees that black and white picture and the colored picture, and when you have done it, okay, the child will get that inspiration. Then that picture you can send it in the school along with the child also. So such kind of a motivations, you can keep doing it. Even if the child's friend's birthday is there, his colored picture along with the gift can be given it. So let us do that. Try it out. I'm sure your 4 years old grandson will start doing it. Okay, but you need to do it with him.
Some adult needs to be doing it, because children see and then children do.
They imitate you. Remember one thing, at this age imitation is going to happen. So the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you have the habits, it's like I always say, every child is the mirror of the house. So I come to know when I look at the children what is happening at home. Okay. Yeah, over to you, Surbhi ma'am. I think so many questions we have answered.
Time is over already, but because questions are there, so if everyone agrees, I can take that question, or you can post that question over WhatsApp group, and then we can talk to you personally.
I think so, ma'am. We will take it on WhatsApp if anything, because most of the questions we have answered. And time is also up, right? Yeah.
Yes, time is done. So I think we are left with Prateek ji's question: how to keep children away from mobile and TV for 12-year-old child, and few more questions.
So, yeah, the same question. Please take the child to the blind school. Okay, why am I saying is that it's like not the children are born with the blindness. There are partial blindness also developed because of too much of a screen time usage and all that. So we need to talk about it. We need to show them the reality about it, that what happens. So that make it as a serious talk with the child, and then the children will definitely, and 12 years old, you can talk about that and then try to divert his attention. Engage him in any sports, engage him in listening to the music or playing any instrument. So you have to introduce certain things. Even the calligraphy, as I said, it's very, very engaging for the children. So introduce such kind of things to your child.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Parth. Thank you, Rama ma'am, for joining. See you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being with you. Thank you.